Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel of Gondor, and we're still under Beriadar's skin as we've been doing for the last few episodes. We got a quest at the end of last episode to raise some more heraldry, but before we continue, there is a work start white page.
Gil-galad nevermore spoke of that day, nor did any behold his full power again. But since, his words have burned in my mind. Sauron's own ring.
Alrighty, so we're making good progress here with this lost lore page. Even though there were a lot of pages, there are still a lot of pages missing for us. About 12 pages? Maybe even more. So yeah, we still have a lot of things to do here in Mordor Besieged, but we're making good progress, and right now the only thing we're missing to finish the quests of Tárandil is these banners. Raise the heraldry of Gil-galad, impart Daenath, of Erin Galen, and Lothlorien. So you will see there Erin Galen because, of course, that's the name of the forest before it became Mirkwood, and then it was Erin Lasgalen of the new green leaves. So I always thought that was a really small but significant cool detail in the naming and the care that both Tolkien and the LOTRO team have put in giving consistency to the world. I mean, how many quests will we get here in Mordor Besieged that talk about letting Erin Galen by name? Not that many, as far as I remember, but still is important to give the forest a name according to the elves that lived there during the Second Age. So yeah, I think that's a really neat detail. Now, just gotta go back to this orc camp. First of all, it's God, I suck with orcish names. It's Mog. Let's see. Darga. Oh, jeez, these names can be hard. Heraldry of Lothlorien. Is this inside or outside the camp? I think it's inside. Yeah. You can see there the heraldry of Lothlorien, the Malorn leaf, the golden background, of course, as well, befitting the Malorn trees. Oh yeah. Some more artifact chests, just in case we need them. Now, here in the center of the camp, we'll find okay, Heraldry of Gil-galad. That's a very cool banner as well. You can take a look at it. Well, you can also look at it at different camps in Mordor Besieged. And during season 2 of the reward track, that was also a reward, a possible reward. I'm so glad I was able to claim it. I think that's a very good housing item. And here we have Heraldry of Erin Galen. So there we go, it was just a regular tree. And then we go back to Amon Fuin and do the same thing all over again. Oh, well, fighting the Black Númenóreans was so much fun last episode that, yeah, I don't mind coming back here, fighting the Black Númenóreans a little bit more. As you can see here, we are halfway through already with the advanced Slayer tier in Mordor Besieged. That is also good progress. We're supposed to go down. Okay. There you go, the Heraldry of Gil-galad. Now I think, if I remember things correctly and if I'm reading the map correctly, the place for the other two banners is here in this center structure on both wings. And it also makes sense, is the highest point. The highest point on each side of the wing, but I was a little bit wrong. It's not in this structure per se, but we can still use it as a shortcut of sorts and avoid some of the fights, some of the enemies in here. Heraldry of Lórien, if you don't mind. Also a picture of the banner of Lórien in the middle of Mordor. So that leaves the last banner of Eringalen. So it was not intentional, but or maybe it is. Maybe the game is programmed that way. I will need to do some more testing to make sure, but bottom line is we've been planting these banners in order of importance. Order of importance of these realms in the Second Age. Gil-galad, Lothlórien, and then Eringalen. So I think that's also a very nice little detail. I think they are fixed locations on the map as well, because it wouldn't make sense to plant another banner of the center of Amon Fuin that isn't Gil-galad's. Now, where is the place for the banner of any? Oh, okay, I see it. That's it. And once again, wanna take a look at the banner of Eringalen in the middle of Mordor, as I think this is also another sight to behold. But yeah, we just need to go back to Celeborn now. We're gonna map to Ghâzab, actually, to make use of the time we have. Use it to the max. Ghâzab. Okay. So back to Celeborn it is with the good news. And after that, I think we can safely go back to Adambel. We'll see.
The time for battle is upon us.
The banners now surround the lands of our enemies. It foreshadows the future, for soon it will be our armies that surround the foe and end the siege. Hope you're right, Lord Celeborn. And yeah, that was it as far as Ghâzab goes. We already have the vector for the next area, but before we go there, we're actually gonna talk to Anarion in Adambel.
Look upon the battlefield. We shall soon be there.
So we were just bringing the news to some of the soldiers in Parth Dynat about, well, Anarion's feelings that the siege is coming to a close, that Sauron is cornered, and the unusual quiet that we have been seeing so far in Mordor Besieged is a sign of that. But we were met with some skepticism and some dead soldiers as well, so There might be good signs, but the siege is far from over. My brother Anarion and I had been called away, summoned to an urgent council.
I came here to find you and bring you back with me.
My foster father and King Anarion have been summoned to an urgent council, and they would not tell me the reason. It may be nothing, or it may not, but that is not the matter that brought me here. I came here to find you and bring you back with me. Do you remember what my brothers and I discussed with you when we met at Díngarth? A curious number of soldiers had vanished from their posts in recent weeks, not simply while on patrol, but also from within the safety of our own encampments. Deserters, Ornaher thought, but the rest of us were not so sure. Well, now we have discovered evidence that these vanished soldiers might not have succumbed to cowardice at all. Let us go to Díngarth at once to meet with Vëamacil, and you will hear what he told me. It may be that together we can solve this mystery, and if we act quickly, we may save some lives as well. Oh. That's interesting too. Finally, learning the truth behind those disappearances. So I'm actually gonna take the stable master to Díngarth as well.
I have orders for you, soldier.
And I am complying to the best of my ability, so we're on the same team here. Okay, so here we have Vëamacil. Let's see.
We are near to solving the mystery of our vanished soldiers.
Welcome back, my friend. I trust Tárandil told you we might be near to solving the mystery of our vanished soldiers? It is true. How can I say these were no mere deserters? Vëamacil raises an eyebrow, barely able to mask a grin. We have an onlooker, Warden. Someone who could spy upon the latest disappearance without being seen. Someone who was beneath notice. One of the Hól-budlan. She saw everything.
Who is this secret onlooker?
Who is this secret onlooker? Her name is Tûka, and she is the matriarch of the Hól-budlan. Her folk are known for their skill at the art of stealth, and in this case she has seen something of great interest to us and to the Alliance. Find her here in Díngarth and hear her story complete. She told me about a portion of it, and I tell you it was enough for me to know we need hear it all. Yeah, I'm certain that it's gonna make for an interesting story. Enhancement runes, max level 410, and right now we are at level 400. Okay, we can use some of those, and of course we also got those boots. Is more on the defensive side, but we get some extra stats, and we don't lose that much physical mastery from agility, but we do gain a lot of morale, or we would. Yeah, barely anything, but we gain a lot, so we're gonna keep it. It has also occurred to me that, well, now that we have appraised our allies, we actually don't need to have them on the screen anymore. We're gonna stop tracking them. It's the end of an era. But yeah, there's no need for us to keep tracking this thing. Maybe our two imbued allies just for nostalgia, but not much else.
I will tell you what I told them, and may the information be of use to you.
You are a friend to the sons of Isildur. I will tell you what I told them, and may the information be of some use to you. My people are often underestimated by the big folk, and for that reason we can go where they might not, and remain below the notice of unobservant eyes. It is a useful skill, and one we have put to use in the fight against Sauron and his armies. Let no one say the Hól-budlan have not lived up to their word, or carried their share of the war's burden. I was walking in the night air, looking forward to the comfort of sleep, when I heard the voice of a man of Gondor. His words were low and indistinct. It took me some time to find the speaker. He was stretched out upon his bedroll, like many other soldiers sleeping nearby, but unlike these others, he muttered in his sleep. He sat up all of a sudden, giving me quite a fright, and I greeted him, but he saw me not. Judging from his speech, He thought he heard a woman's voice he recognized, that of a sweetheart from home, seemingly. He walked out of the camp, stepping over the bodies of his sleeping fellows. But now my curiosity was well and truly awakened, and I followed him at a safe distance. Outside the camp, far from the guards or the light of the torches, he was attacked and subdued by a pair of Mordorrim. They were well armed with dangerous-looking knives. I dared not risk making myself known, so I could not rescue him, but I did follow them for a time. They got too near to Amon Fuin, and I had to give up the pursuit, but I knew I needed to tell someone what I saw. This Mordorrim used some trickery to lure him from the safety of the camp. Who can say what evils awaited him within Amon Fuin? That is all I know, but Amon Fuin is well defended, and even the sons of Isildur should beware of that place.
Tûka's words make it clear.
The missing soldiers are not cowardly deserters. Nay, they were ensorcelled by the cultists of Sauron we call the Mordorrim and brought to Amon Fuin, the Gloomhill, for some fell purpose. They may still be alive. My father is in council and there is no one else to attempt a rescue. You must help me and my brothers save these missing men. Ornaher pauses, his expression conflicted. I must tell you something, friend, and I beg you to keep it in confidence. It is this. We should not ask my foster brother Tárandil to accompany us on this errand. Like my older brother Meldaran and my cousin Meneldil, Tárandil was born in Númenor, where he was given the birth name Adunsagar. His father, his real father mind you, was a cruel man named Urizagar, the Sword of the Sun. He was a captain general of the fleet, and he worshipped Sauron at Sauron's altar. He wished for his son Adunsagar to follow him on his evil path, but his wife wanted only happiness for her son. Avrazani she was called, and she was a friend in childhood to Isildur and Anarion. She pleaded for them to take her son with them on the ships and escape that doom, but Avrazani was betrayed by the servants of Urizagar, and when the great wave sank Númenor beneath the sea, Avrazani perished. But in this at least, let the wife of cruel Urizagar find happiness, for her son Adunsagar escaped on the ships to Middle-earth, and when they arrived safely on these shores, my father took him as his ward. To protect the boy from the suspicions of good folk and Sauron servants alike, he set aside Adunsagar's birth name. Henceforth he was called Tárandil, foster son to the king, and for all my life I knew him as an older brother. He has my love, and always will. Ornaher looks away, sorrow etched upon his face. He drags his booted toe in the dirt. When he faces you again, his expression has hardened. He is my brother in all things, friend, save blood. It is not Isildur's blood that runs through his veins, but that of Urizagar, his father, worshipped at the altar of Sauron. What if that weakness lies within Tárandil even today? These Mordorrim are cultists of Sauron, and I fear my foster brother might succumb to their whispers, their temptations, where the rest of us would not. Keep this in confidence and tell Tárandil none of this, but return to Vëamacil with Tûka's wisdom and my own. We must rescue these soldiers of Gondor, but if the Mordorrim are involved, we should not involve my foster brother in this adventure. Well, do I remember the words of Avrazani. Even now they've moved me to pity and to grief. I would love to see that. Who knows, if we are lucky, maybe at some point the devs will get the chance of doing the Fall of Númenor. That seems very unlikely, but who knows, that would be awesome. And with the Amazon show, it still has not released as of the time of recording this, but that's a possibility. The Amazon show is obviously going to bring a lot of interest in Númenor and the Second Age, so it might very well be LOTRO will make use of it, and yeah, who knows, maybe at some point we'll get to see Númenor. I would love it, and I know a couple friends in the game who would love to as well. Alright, my mouse is giving me some issues in here to loot. Alright. Now we got some runes in here. Okay.
You see, it is as I thought all along.
Soldiers of Gondor have been ensorcelled by the Mordorrim, and it is up to us to save them if we can. You and I will do this with Ornaher at our side. We will leave Tárandil behind. There is no need to wake him, not so near to his birthday. What's that? Tûka thinks it would be foolhardy for us to brave Amon Fuin? Well, I thank her for her stealth, but her wisdom she can keep. You need not fear to go with us. Ornaher and I are of Isildur's bloodline, friend, and we will protect you.
Make your preparations, and tell me when you are ready to depart.
Outside of Beriadar, the gloomy hill of Amon Fuin is one of the last places still held by Sauron. We must not fear it, but we should be prepared for anything. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. And the excess of confidence can be your doom, Vëamacil.
You are ready? Then let us be off, and quietly.
We can be as loud as we like when we return victorious, but for departure, silence is our ally.
All is quiet, and our victory will soon be at hand. And to think you doubted this would be easy.
Still do, but let's go. All is quiet, but do not trust the stillness. There will be lookouts up ahead, and we should dispatch them quickly before they can raise the alarm. Are you ready? Keep your eyes open, Ornaher. Without fail, Vëamacil. Like this, guys? Let me take this one as well. Okay, let us go. I know I said it was quiet, but this is curiously so. Where are the guards? Where are the true warriors? I expected trolls. Hi, brother. Wait, someone comes. Not within the camp, but without. It is that elf. Hail, Magoldir. I saw you from afar, my friend, and came to lend you any assistance you might require. And this too, a warning against this course. Was this excursion to Amon Fuin your idea, or that of these sons of Isildur? It is true that there is less activity here than there was of late, but Amon Fuin is still a place of evil and will not be undefended. This seems to me an unwise curse, and I beg you convince these two to turn back, for the Great Alliance will be the worse for it should something befall them. Yeah, I don't think they would like the idea. Magoldir's warning is well-intentioned, but you must understand that we cannot allow good soldiers of the Alliance to remain in torment within Amon Fuin. We have no choice. It is up to Isildur's sons to save them, and we will not shrink from that purpose. I fear no darkness. Nor do I! Oh. That was unexpected. Magoldir hefts his sword. I suppose we need to follow them. Their father would not look kindly upon us were we to abandon them now, although it seems to this observer that they were the ones who abandoned us. Even so, this is our duty. Follow me, Melon. Orcs up ahead. They will hinder the retreat of the sons of Isildur. Unless we do something, that is. And something we did. Not just orcs, but Mordorrim too. I hear shouting to the west. That was fast. I see them. Are you prepared to die, Mordorrim witch? Be cautious, my friends. That is Urudanî Stonemaiden, and she's most deadly. Oh! The elf has heard of me. Urudanî! You would be wise to heed his warning. We are not afraid of you or your master. Where are the soldiers you abducted? What soldiers are those? The men who come to Southern service come willingly. I doubt that. As do we all. Kill them, my servants. Kill them for Sauron. Yes, Mistress Urudanî. And you're not helping Magoldir? Your lackeys are no match for us, Urudanî Stonemaiden. These orcs will prove too much for you. I doubt it. Bring me their heads. Slay them yourself. Oh. What? I am not dying for some Gorshwill witch. To me, boys. Well, Urudanî, what have you to say now? Oh. A pox on them. I did not need those cowards before, and I do not need them now. I will slay you myself and exult in your demise. I will slay you all and bring you to Sauron myself. Oh. Farewell, Urudanî. Your life is at an end. Hold, my friend. She is defeated. But she lives and should not. I will remedy that now, Ornaher, fear not. Vëamacil, stay the killing blow. She poses no further threat. I seek no mercy. Magoldir, she is evil. Killing her now would make us no better than orcs. Fool. You will rue the day you did not slay Urudanî Stonemaiden. That was poorly done, Magoldir. Mercy must never be a mistake, Vëamacil. Well, she is gone now, and our missing soldiers are beyond our help. Let me take a picture of you guys before we return to Díngarth. Hope you don't mind. Plot thickens. So I was right on my supposition. We were gonna meet Urudanî before she became the flaming maiden that we saw on the Black Book of Mordor. Well, the first few chapters of the Black Book. Now we are seeing her in her mortal, well, not mortal, but her human form. Oh, that's so great. And, well, she has escaped, but she will most likely come back. I hate to live without the success for which we hoped, but I see no other choice. There is no sign of our missing soldiers, and from the words of Urudanî Stonemaiden, I fear we are not likely to see them again. Magoldir should not have had us buried here. If she works some mischief upon the works of the Great Alliance, it will be upon his head and no other. Ah, let us leave this place. Man, I hadn't finished reading. But well, it was just a... was just to return to the camp, right? So there wasn't that much that we missed. Let us leave this place, friend. It is not safe to remain here, no matter its unusual quiet. Okay, that makes sense.
Where have you been? I have been looking everywhere for you.
It is quite unlike my brothers to disappear without saying a word to me. I feared some evil had come for them. Tárandil shakes his head. I should choose my words more carefully. The evil comes not just for them, but for all of us. My eldest brother has ridden from the gates of Mordor with fell tidings. To protect his kinship with the kings during the war, he has taken the name Meldaran, but I fear the safety that has given him might be soon exhausted. Find him at Ram Raidas and learn what has happened. Did we hope the war would soon be ended? What fools we were. I think the end does come, but not in the form we wished. Alas for the Great Alliance. Here we finally have Meldaran, eldest of Isildur's sons. Oh. And with the coolest looking armor, if I might add. You don't mind if I... you are not gonna turn. But I wanna...
Friend to my brothers, you are friend then to me.
Still wanna get a view of this black armor with golden linings. That looks so great. You are a friend to my brothers, you are a friend then to me. Though we have no time to spend in greeting. I rode hard from the gate, but my errand is not yet finished. Need drives me and will not let me rest, for I must bring my report to my father the king. This is my message. The Longbeards and the Thíuda of the north that stood against the Runath have suffered a crushing defeat. The Easterling horde was greater by far than we thought. Our allies have been utterly defeated. They were to be our shield against this second army, but now the shield has fallen and we lie exposed to the storm of wrath. The Ghâzab Bôron is on its way.
I was at the Morannon when the wounded began to arrive.
Weary men and dwarves, bloody and battered, the tale of their defeat writ large upon mournful faces. I saw King Durin from afar, but even from such a distance I could see his face was ashen, and the fire of battle had gone out of him. I spoke with Huneric, Hundred Slayer, Lord of the Thíuda, and my heart wept to hear his account of the battle on the field of Conchaigu. We had so many victories, he said to me, but it was a deception. We were drawn forward by the promise of those successes, and only when we thought the end was near did Sauron's commanders reveal the true size of the Easterling horde. We fought valiantly, man and dwarf alike, but we could not fight for long against so many, and who survived the massacre fled, and I fled with them. Those who could not were captured, cut to pieces, or burned on altars to Sauron. A few score can move faster than a horde, and we outpace the Runath, but still they come. They will be here before long. So said Huneric to me, and I must bring word to my father. Tell my brothers I will see them after I deliver my message.
Sauron has bested us.
This endless waiting did not signify a beaten enemy at all. He waited for the Ghâzab Bôron to swell to such size as it could not be opposed, and now we will be crushed between the Runath and the Dark Tower. We cannot despair. We must not. Already I see men casting down their weapons. We must stop them. Quickly, tell them it is not over. Tell them we must still fight. Word of the approaching horde began to spread throughout the camps of the Alliance. So we need to look for them. Got a new quest. Okay. After so many years besieging Mordor, the Great Alliance is still in need of new recruits. Upon entering Díngarth, you receive a missive. You have been entrusted with a new soldier in hopes that you can mentor and train the young man. You should seek him out as soon as you're able. Who is this man? Oh. Well. None of these women. I see. How can we go on? But men were not without hope. They cast aside their weapons and despaired. Oh.
Have you come to train? Good, I could use someone like you.
Someone who has seen battle recently. The men who survived the fighting against the Ghâzab Bôron are too exhausted from the pitched retreat to even stand, and most of the soldiers we found here at Díngarth are unfit to take to the battlefield. If they cannot fight in a skirmish upon the corpse fields, how can they hope to survive the coming of the Storm of Wrath? Spar with these soldiers and teach them the techniques that have allowed you to survive upon the battlefield. I will watch and give you some recommendations after you have finished sparring. After all, I have seen battle with Huneric, Lord of the Thíuda, and I have picked up some of his techniques. Are you all his daughters? Or just regular soldiers?
Do you know aught about maintaining weapons? Do not lie to me.
If you do not know of such things, simply say so. It is not as easy as you might think, unless you have given it study. Ah, you do know the art. Why did you not simply say so? My father, the Hundred Slayer, taught me everything there is to know about keeping swords balanced and sharp, and those are both traits that our alliance will need in the days to come. Take some of the blunt swords in Díngarth and give them a sharpen on the grindstone. Show me what you know about maintaining weapons. Yeah, it seems...
I have sent for you to assist in the fortification of Díngarth.
Seems these are all his daughters. I am Gilvira, daughter of Huneric, the lord of the Thíuda. I have sent for you to assist in the fortification of Díngarth, for the man I spoke with first is a fool and seems not to know the first thing about maintaining the defenses. He spoke most rudely to me. I have already forgotten his name. Antamo, was it? If it were up to me, I would give him a sword and send him alone to the first defender to face the Ghâzab Bôron. Luckily for him, it is not up to me. But my father has tasked me with fortifying this fortress before the Storm of Wrath arrives, and that is what I will do. Go and repair the crumbling ramparts along the walls, for there is little time to spare. So yeah, it seems these are the three daughters of Huneric. So it seems Vëamacil was right when he was asking if Huneric had three daughters. Three daughters for the three sons of Isildur, maybe?
Look upon the battlefield. We shall soon be there.
I am ready to spar, my friend. Me too. Now we find here Armakar. Let us spar.
Prepare for battle.
I have killed 10 orcs. How many have you vested? Wait, I have not counted the orcs specifically, but I am running what? 100, 150 to 50, about 350. Just in the last few days. So I don't know about you, but I'm doing great.
Listen well to my orders.
I am happy to spar with you, friend. Alright, now we need to find Tulkandur, but... Ah, there he is! I thought he was farther away.
Prepare for battle.
Go easy on me, I just recovered from an injury. There are a lot of soldiers here to spar with. I thought there would be less. Not that I am complaining. It's just that I didn't expect this many soldiers. The Ghâzab Bôron will slay us all. Well, if you drop your weapon... How do you expect to survive if you don't have your weapon at hand? Ah, here we have the new recruit.
The end of the war will come.
Are you the one sent to train me? I look forward to learning all that you know. I was but a child when the war began, but now I am a man grown. Is it true that an Easterling horde is on its way? Oh, I almost forgot. I have a note for you. I have been waiting here, so I may have already read it. I hope you do not mind. It says that many great warriors have joined the battle and we should assist them. I am ready to leave whenever you are ready. Ah yeah, don't you worry. I already met them. I'm already assisting them. But yeah, if you have anything else to say, please do.
Listen well to my orders.
I am in need of the practice. I hope to learn much under the command of Hildbar. Yeah, recruit, I don't need your help, just look and learn. A lot of soldiers to spar with, yeah. Beriathan.
Look upon the battlefield. We shall soon be there.
I would rather rest than spar, but Hildvart is looking this way. I suppose we should begin. Yeah, don't do it, recruit. Don't do it. We need to have a fair fight. And I'm pretty sure we'll get a chance to train, but
A task for you, soldier.
I have not seen combat in quite some time. Prepare yourself. On the contrary, I've been doing a lot of combat, so... Ostondil is here on this side. I always wondered what were these named NPCs for the first time we came here.
Fight for a better day.
Now we know. Let me see your skills. I am a quick learner. Well, those were my skills. What about yours? Blunt sword. Blunt sword. Alright, we got all the blunt swords now. We just need to take care of the ramparts. And I'm missing one. Ah, it was here. That's simple. Where is the grindstone? The grindstone. Oh, it's here. Good. Yeah. Back to the ladies.
Let me see those weapons. Yes, these are not bad at all.
You show promise and lack only the practice. Oh, it is not an insult. Not even I have mastered the art, and I have spent all the days of my life training in it with my father. There are many more weapons that need inspection and maintenance, but these will see me use soon, for the Storm of Wrath is coming. Perhaps these blades will be sharp enough to give that horde something to think upon.
You have handled yourself well against 8 other soldiers under my command.
It is important to anticipate your enemy's actions before they happen, otherwise you will always be reacting and not setting the pace of the combat. When you know your enemy well, you can counter their blow before they even make the attack. These are the words of my father, and I have seen the truth in them for myself. Heed them well and you will never know defeat.
These walls will have to do for now.
I will continue to look for weak points that the Storm of Wrath may use to breach our defenses. Our efforts must not be in vain. Alright, now we need to assist Durin. Where is Durin? Oh, we're gonna meet Durin the 4th. That's amazing.
I will see these weapons go to those who remain.
I will see these weapons go to those who remain. Those soldiers with the heart to fight may still make use of them. But wait, friend. As I look upon these weapons, I am filled with newfound courage. These swords have seen battle, even during the long, slow years of our siege. Their tale is one of standing strong, though today their owners do not. But there are weapons in our alliance of whom the minstrels sing. Narsil, the blade of my grandfather Elendil, and Aiglos, the spear of Gil-galad. The tale of these weapons is long and will be longer still. It will not be cast aside. Nay, they will be wielded to the last. And if their song is to end in battle with the Ghâzab Bôron, is that not a glorious end? Go now, Warden, and speak of Narsil and Aiglos to the frightened men and elves who have forgotten the vows they made when they joined the Great Alliance. Will they join their own tales to those of proud Elendil and noble Gil-galad? Will they wield their own weapons alongside Narsil sharp and deadly, and alongside Aiglos bright and cold? Tell them, my friend, this may be the end, but let it be an end that shall be worthy of song. Oh, That's even better. Yes, yes. Let us remind all of them about these glorious weapons. Spoke inspiring words about Narsil, the sword of Elendil. Frightened man and frightened elf. Okay. So, you, listen about Eyeglass. Alrighty. Oh, I know, this is a frightened elf. Yeah, that's what I thought. During the 4th is not in here. But I guess we'll get the chance of going back to Ghâzab in just a moment.
I have learned there is to be a council of the kings.
At which they will discuss what can be done about the Ghâzab Bôron. My brothers will likely be permitted to attend, but I will not. You asked what I wanted for my birthday and I told you I wanted nothing, but now I know what I want for my birthday present. I want this. I want to attend the council.
There are limits to Isildur's even-handedness.
Isildur generally treats me the same as he treats my foster brothers, but there are limits to his even-handedness. I fear this will be one such case, for there are still many who consider me no true son to the king. I too. There are times I am reminded that he is not truly my own father, and I wish he would listen to my words, pay heed to the advice I give. But he does not. Do not misunderstand me. I consider Isildur my true father, for he raised me as his own, and I would have it no other way. There is a reason I count my years from the day I was fostered by the king, and not from the day of my birth. But there is a sadness about my early years, and you will understand if I do not wish to speak of it to you. Tárandil falls silent, pondering solutions. Yes, I think I have it. Perhaps we can prove we both deserve to attend this council, my friend. There are those in the Dark Lord service hopeful of attaining glory, and they seek to honor of leading their own patrols. Mordorrim hopefuls gather west of the entrance to Amon Fuin, and hopeful orcs can be found in and around Mok Darga. Look for Israeli hopefuls south of the road halfway between Mok Darga and Barthost. Let us each find some of these hopeful leaders and seize their badges of rank. If we present these trophies, we may prove ourselves deserving of attendance at the council. Okay. So, back once again to Parth Dynat, but since the recruit also wants us to defeat foes at Parth Dynat and help Durin, I guess it's time to finally meet Durin the 4th.
Fight for a better day.
Back to Ghâzab. I hope you grabbed a horse, recruit. And we'll meet at Ghâzab. Are you here? No, you didn't. Of course, there's no animation for the recruit riding, but... Alright, so here we go. Durin the 4th. And his model bears a striking resemblance to Durin the 7th that we've already met in the Grey Mountains and the Iron Hills. And there is a reason for it, but I'm not gonna spoil that for you just yet. Suffice it to say, Durin looks great. Even without an eye, but even that is reminiscent of Dane. So this all looks great.
Still would my people stand, fighting to the very end.
I have come to assist in the war effort, though all else seems lost. Still would my people stand, fighting to the very end, even to the last dwarf. We will defy the Storm of Wrath for as long as we are able, but that horde is not yet here, and there are orcs enough to deal with before it arrives. Know this, the orcs of Sauron still fear my name and the axes of the dwarves. Take the heraldry of my people and raise it above the corpse fields of Parth Dynat. Our enemies will cower and our fellows will have strength in the coming days. Baruch Khazad!
The banners of the Dark Lord still stand upon the corpse fields.
What an insult. Can you believe this? The banners of the Dark Lord still stand upon the corpse fields. Rip them down before my dwarves see them. Alright, so it's just the equivalent of the Destroy Banners and Plant Banners quest that we already did in Arandor. So that's okay. I'm just double checking. There's nothing else in here that we might have missed. It seems there isn't. So we are once again going back to Parth Dynat to destroy banners, plant banners, but also collect badges for the Black Book of Mordor. That, however, will need to come on the next episode as we don't have enough time for that today. So, for the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.